Our story begins in the hallowed, hair-sprayed halls of Northwood High in the year 1986. It was a time of big hair, bigger dreams, and even bigger shoulder pads. Meet Cassie. She's got a sketchbook full of punk rock-inspired designs and a fierce independent streak. Her address? The wrong side of the tracks, as the gossip goes. Her style is unapologetically her own, a rebellious mix of thrift store finds and DIY flair. She works at the local record store after school, where the real music plays and nobody judges her worn-out Converse. And then there's Jake, king of Northwood High, quarterback, class president, and heir to the town's biggest real estate fortune. His smile could melt glaciers, and his car, a cherry red Porsche, is practically a celebrity in its own right. He dates cheerleaders, hangs out with the in crowd, and has a future as shiny and polished as his loafers. Their worlds, by all accounts, should never have collided. Jake's friends, a gaggle of preppy perfection, often snicker at Cassie's unconventional style. Cassie, in turn, rolls her eyes at their superficiality. Same old song, she'd mutter, flipping through a new arrival at the record store. One rainy Tuesday afternoon, Cassie was meticulously alphabetizing the new wave section when the bell above the door chimed. She looked up, expecting a regular, but instead, she found Jake. He rarely ventured into this part of town, let alone this dusty haven of musical rebellion. Hey, he said, looking a little less confident than usual. My dad said you guys might have some old jazz records for his collection. Cassie didn't scoff. She just raised an eyebrow and pointed towards a dimly lit corner. Back there. Don't touch anything without asking. Jake, to his own surprise, found himself smiling. He liked her sass. He didn't find any jazz that day, but he found himself drawn back to the record store. He'd forget his wallet or need recommendations for a new band. Soon, their conversations drifted from music to movies to dreams and to the unspoken anxieties of being a teenager. He learned about her passion for fashion design. She learned about his secret love for classic rock, something his preppy friends would never understand. Their friendship became a whispered secret, a clandestine rendezvous amidst the stacks of vinyl. It was a connection that defied social strata and high school stereotypes. Then came prom, the social event of the year. Jake was expected to go with Brittany, the head cheerleader, of course. Cassie, as always, planned to skip it, opting for a night of movie reruns and sketches. But something shifted. Jake, usually so assured, was suddenly restless. He looked at Brittany, all perfect hair and dazzling smile, and all he could think of was Cassie's smudged denim and quick wit. He saw her across the crowded gym in a dress she'd designed herself, a vibrant, off-the-shoulder creation that screamed individuality. She looked stunning. He walked straight through the sea of taffeta and awkward slow dances. Cassie looked up, her heart doing a frantic drum solo. "What are you doing?" she whispered. "What I should have done a long time ago," he said, taking her hand. "Dancing with the only person here who actually matters." The music swelled into a classic 80s power ballad. He led her to the center of the dance floor, and for the first time, they danced without inhibition or fear of judgment. Their dance was a silent declaration, a moment that transcended their different worlds. It wasn't about status or popularity. It was just them, two souls connecting under the glow of a disco ball. From that night on, the gossip changed, but Cassie and Jake didn't care. They had found something real, proving that even in the most stratified of high schools, a punk rock girl and a golden boy could find their own perfectly imperfect harmony.